One thing I realized in my pursuit of being a top coach to produce not just skillful players, not just players who understand the game on a basic level, but optimizing performance in terms of motor skills and cognition ability. Those cost quite a bit of money. The amount of equipment I have had to buy to help optimize motor skills, and I know there's different things, but in particular, kids who are not very athletic or not as athletic, with the teams that I've coached, buying equipment to optimize their performance. And I'm not saying that it's thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars, but over time it does add up, because the more that you learn, you can either do two things. Sometimes you can make the best of the equipment you have, which is what I do. But the second thing is sometimes you need equipment that you don't have, because things are always improving. People are finding better ways to do things. New products are being made. So you're having to, and buy or to optimize as best as possible, you're buying these products. And especially with cognition in soccer, uh, the study of that is relatively new, or the importance of that, I should say. It's in terms of the expression of how to best implement that in players when coaching. And I know some coaches, particularly on YouTube, that I follow, that use so much equipment, and people are just astounded by how much equipment these coaches have. But you look at the drills they do, and they address so many aspects of the game in their trainings. But that also reminds me of some one of the tools that Borussia Dortmund uses to help improve cognitive ability. And you should look at it, but it's basically they put players in some type of small circular area, and then lights come on from different areas. The ball comes, I believe, yeah, from different areas, and you always have to look around to see uh, where the ball is coming from or where you need to play the ball to, and it's lights from all over. So the player is not just working on one technique, because in soccer, what we do, particularly in the US traditionally, and people do it now, is when you do drills that are passing, you're just considering one predictable factor. So you're only working on one factor, and that's I know where the ball is going to come from, so it's predictable. And then that ball from where that player is always comes to me. So you're not improving your cognitive ability, because it's always predictable. It's the same thing over and over and over. Not to say that there's no place for repetition, but given that we have limited opportunities in America with how much we practice, we're losing opportunities to work on cognitive ability, where we can use drills like these to help implement some use of cognition, again, because of the limited amount of days and hours we have in a week. So finding things like this, and you see here, these are two tablets, and in training, I am going to use these tablets, and they're going to change colors constantly. So whenever you perform a skill, so for me, I have some drills where I do work on technique, but now I'm taking it to the next level. So now it's, yeah, you have to perform skills, but it depends on the stimulus in front of you that's going to not necessarily tell you what to do, but you have to perform a skill in a particular way, and you decide how you want to perform that skill, but it has to be done in that way. You decide what part of your foot you want to use, all of that. So you do have some control. It's not exactly telling you how to do something, but it is telling you what to do. So it tells you what to do, and based on the color that you see, and then you determine how you want to execute what you're being told to do. And depending on the player, uh, they will be able to perform something faster, or quicker. And then how you decide to perform that drill is going to determine how quick you can go. So it is some self-discovery in that. Uh, so that's what and then I'm also using it for drills so that while they're performing specific drills, they're not just focusing on the ball, but they're learning the habit of looking around them before they get it. They're just learning that habit so that while the game is going on, yes, they're looking at the ball, they're looking at the position of the players, but they're also looking at another element of the game while they're playing. So they're able to focus on multiple things, and that's just one part of cognition. There's multiple parts of cognition, multiple that I can't address all in this video, but I just wanted to express how, and I'm sure that as time goes by, I will be getting more things. And not only did I get those tablets, but I also had to get stands for those tablets. So the cost does go up. And really, I am making this video to keep track of my journey as a coach as time goes by. And it'll be curious to see how I think of this in another 5 to 10 years.